Hello and welcome to Slice of Ace. I said after I made my video on ace representation in the media that I was going to go into some specific examples. So that's why I'm sitting at my computer today. I'm going to be looking at the representation of asexuality in Emmerdale. This was requested by a few of you, and I know it's very topical at the moment because this character, Liv, coming out as asexual. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch the clips while I've got the camera running. I guess kind of a reaction thing, but I've already seen them, so not really. And then I'm just going to comment on if I think it did a good job of presenting asexuality, what it did well, what it did badly, and just give my opinion on it, I suppose. To give it some background, Emmerdale has been going since the 70s. It has over 8,000 episodes, and each episode has millions of views as it airs. So to say that it has a big media presence in the UK is perhaps an understatement. So this is really the kind of programme that you want this kind of representation on, the good representation of sexual minorities. So hopefully what I'm going to watch in a moment will be good. I have made some notes because soap operas are dramatic and confusing and everyone seems to be related for some reason. I have tried to find a good selection of clips. There are literally thousands of clips on the Emmerdale YouTube channel, which is where I'm sourcing the information. So I've tried to get key clips about the storyline, but if I've missed something and you're aware of it, then please let me know. I'll just shrink myself down so we can see both the video and me talking at the same time. I've probably shrunk myself down by this point. Okay, let's get started. So the first one, this video was from January 2018. Belle tries to reassure Liv about her sexuality. Liv is the character we're going to be focusing on. She's the one who comes out as asexual in Emmerdale. Belle, it took a while for me to work out some sort of relation between Belle and Liv. So the closest thing I found was that Belle's half-brother's half-sister is Liv's half-brother's mother. That's really confusing, and everyone has half-siblings apparently. But that's just some background. Let's watch the clip.
Your mum's still angry at me.
She's not worried. We all are.
It's because I'm such a try-hard. Gabby was going on at me about not being into boys, and I wanted to kiss Jerry to prove her wrong. But that's it. I swear.
I think this is a very common thing when you're finding out that you're asexual. If you don't know about asexuality, that because you realise you're not straight, you automatically think that you must be gay. So I think in this case, the people around her are saying, oh yeah, you're not into guys, so you must be gay. When you're asexual, it's quite common to first think you're gay, just because if you're used to this binary idea of straight or gay, then realising you're not straight can automatically lead you to the conclusion, or other people to the conclusion, that you must be gay. A really good representation of how an asexual react, and the people around her react to not being interested in what is normal.
So do you like him?
No, gross, no. I mean, he doesn't like me either. I practically threw myself at him, and he wasn't having it.
This is another worrying thing that happens within for asexuals, that people feel that they have to conform to a matter-normativity or to heteronormativity, in the sense that you're pretending to be something that you're not, and it's scary to be different. So it's really understandable and relatable how Liv here is feeling and how she's acting, because I feel that that is something that someone who is asexual would do in real life, unfortunately.
He was nice about it. But yeah, like I said, nothing happened.
Well, good.
Is it? I mean, I wish I fancied him. It'd be a lot easier.
That asexuality is difficult. a lot of people kind of brush over that fact. They don't really see the problems that can come with being asexual, and that is very validating, in my opinion, for her to say it would be a lot easier if I were just normal. Because in some ways it would be.
Why?
Cause I'm just not that into guys.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not.
Liv, it's fine.
Yeah, this is like what I was saying earlier. The people around her assume that she's gay just because she isn't into the opposite gender. It's going well so far.
Guys, girls, whatever. It's all good.
No, that's it. I don't like anyone. At all. I know, it's weird.
No.
It is. I mean, everyone has feelings for someone. I've got nothing.
Yeah, because you're 15. You're not going to know what you want.
And the classic, you're not old enough yet.
Well, did you? You knew what you were into.
But I've got a couple of years on you. And look, I can promise you this. You can't compare yourself to anyone else, ever. Because there isn't normal or weird, there's just us.
Okay, so that was actually really good. How did the character Belle eventually responded to Liv's, I guess, insecurities? Because she didn't really understand how Liv felt. You could see that. She originally thought she was gay. And it's obviously something she hasn't heard about before. But at the end of the day, if you don't understand about something and they're telling you and they're confiding in you, the best thing to say is that it's okay. However you are okay. And at the end of the day, it's true. None of us... normal is just something we make up. And we're all kind of weird in our own way. And that's fine. So the second clip is, just two girls, no relation to each other. The clip is called Liv Kisses Gabby Out of Nowhere. Spoilers.
What's it like?
What, Oz?
Fancying someone?
My stomach goes a bit flippy and I get really...
So at this point, I'm thinking that from the start of this clip and last clip, that Liv is arrow ace, which would be even better representation. I think it's very common for arrow people to be curious about what romantic attraction would be like, because if you know how something feels from someone else's perspective, then it's easier to identify the lack of that in yourself.
nervous and panicky. Everything I say is pretty much embarrassing.
Stand a guppy then.
Oi. Right, smudge.
You really think I need to just keep trying?
Yeah, look, you're overthinking stuff. Just gotta relax a bit and just let it happen.
So I think this is also a very good representation of someone finding out they're asexual and realizing they're asexual and trying to come to terms with it. She originally, from the first clip, she tried to kiss a guy and she didn't feel anything. So now she's like, okay, maybe I am gay. Maybe these people are right. So she's trying kissing a girl and seeing if she feels anything. And curious to see what happens.
I didn't mean with me.
Sorry.
But if you like me, then that's okay.
No, I don't. I was trying to... I don't know. Sorry.
It was obvious there that Liv was just trying to work it out herself. She was experimenting, which is a good thing to do. Ideally with someone who wants to experiment with you, and you should be honest about how you're feeling, not just kiss them out of the blue. But the character, Liv, is 15, so this is maybe 14 at this point. Once again, an entirely understandable action. So far, so good, Emmerdale. So those first two clips were from 2018. As far as I know, that's when the kind of plotline started. And this clip is actually from this year, just about 3 weeks ago, 5th of February 2019. So Let's see. From what I can tell from this clip, Liv has invited this new character, Jacob, around the house, and they're going on a sort of date. I'm really bad at describing things.
I don't know, I'm
Playing on their PlayStation.
starting to like you. Really like you. And it's totally fine if you don't like me back. I don't even know what I'm saying to you, really. You know, I've not got this big plan. This is all brand new to me. I don't even...
But I thought you didn't have feelings for people like that.
I don't. But...
So this is obviously something these two characters have discussed before. I think, from my research, they did try and have a relationship before, but it didn't work because Liv wasn't interested in guys or girls. I hope this isn't retconning it, and it's more she's demi-romantic. They probably wouldn't say that by name, but if she were, then that would be even better.
With you, it's different. It's easy. I don't know, I feel sort of...
Comfortable.
Well, I was going to say normal, but yeah, comfortable works. You know what? It doesn't matter. Let's just forget to say anything.
It does matter. Of course it matters. I feel comfortable around you too.
I don't even know what I'm asking for, really. I know that I think you're all right.
This is kind of amazing. They're handling this in a very mature manner. The characters, well, and the showrunners for that matter. Because Liv, like many people, has been presented with this idea of what a relationship is by just how society works. It's romantic, it's sexual, it's all these things. And she's realizing that she has feelings for Jacob, but those feelings can't be expressed in the way that society expects from a relationship. She's struggling to express how she feels to him, and she's worried that she can't have a relationship like that. And that's amazing, because that happens. And non-traditional relationships are a huge part of the lives of ace people, just because we're not normal. We don't feel sexual attraction, and for our own cases, we don't feel romantic attraction, but sometimes we want companionship for other reasons.
I just want to know if we can maybe be something together more than friends, you know?
I hope he doesn't turn out to be a jerk.
So, are you alright with cuddling?
Yeah, think so. Yeah. I just don't want to do that other stuff.
This is getting even better. This is something you should aspire to. If you're going in a relationship, in an asexual relationship, you should always, when you start the relationship, have a conversation about what you're comfortable about. And I suppose that extends to any sort of relationship, asexual or allo ace. Because yeah, some people like cuddling, some people don't like cuddling, some people like kissing, some people don't like kissing. It's a really personal thing, and discussing what they like, maybe because it's something they don't understand, maybe just because to set boundaries, it's important, and it will make for a much healthier relationship in the long run. So them having this conversation about it is very important, and I'm glad that it's here.
Well, that's alright. You don't have to.
This Jacob guy, I like him. He's like, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. It's the best thing to say.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like I should just give it a try.
That is something that crosses my mind, the mind of other aces, so often. And it's so unhealthy. Because this idea that you just need to try it and you'll be better. It doesn't work like that. If you're asexual, you're asexual. You can't change that. And trying to fix yourself isn't going to work, and it can cause serious emotional and mental problems.
But then I think, no, because It's not me, is it?
I should have just waited.
I don't think that's because I've not met the right person, or I've not blossomed into a woman yet.
Kill those misconceptions. Just... yeah. Go live.
I just don't want to. Is that weird?
No weirder than your taste in music.
Haha. Honestly, I don't think I'm broken then.
Liv, you're one of the nicest people I know. Mind you, that's not saying much.
Yeah, just... if me and you gave this a shot, I wouldn't want you to feel like you were missing out.
Okay, so the broken thing first. I've heard that so many times, and I've said it myself. You do feel broken if you're asexual, because you're not feeling something that everyone else is. And him saying that I don't mind. You're really nice. That is amazing. It's so validating. I'm happy with this. And the second thing was her worrying that he's not going to be okay with it. I feel that in ace-ally relationships, a lot of the time, the ace is the one worrying that they're taking something away from the ally by being in that relationship. If both people consent to the relationship and they understand what they're in for, then it's fine. There has to be a compromise in a relationship like this, and they're approaching it very maturely and sensibly, and kudos to them.
As long as you're alright with it, then that's okay with me. I think it's really brave of you to own it. And if more people were honest about what they wanted, I think the world would be a better place.
I agree, Jacob. I agree. Okay, so this is the final clip of the day. This is Liv talking to her half-brother, who I'm pretty sure she lives with. Her half-brother is gay. Aaron. His name is Aaron, too. He's not just gay man.
You should have told me you liked him.
Well, I was too busy figuring it out for myself. I didn't know what I was feeling. It wasn't easy for you, was it? You were working stuff out.
No. I was a hot-headed mess, though. So, what are you and Jacob then? Are you more than just friends, or...?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's pretty special. But I just don't want to do sex.
So this is a very understandable way of expressing, trying to express what your relationship is when you don't have the language for it, when you're not familiar with the terminology within the asexual community. She's saying, I want to be with him, I like him, but not sex.
I don't think it has to be a big deal, though. It's just the way it is, isn't it?
I don't think it has to be a big deal either. Thank you, Liv. Thank you. But it probably is a big deal for most people. Sorry.
I've learnt that it's just what you're happy with. I know that sounds cringy, but it's about knowing yourself. Jacob's been great, though. I don't think he'd make me do anything that I didn't want to do. And that makes me like him even more.
That is true. If someone accepts my asexuality, I'm all over them. Okay. Those are the clips. Overall, that was pretty amazing. I'm probably bigger by this point, so you can see my horrible face. So, Emmerdale. I think that did pretty much everything right. My only criticism was that asexuality wasn't mentioned by name. I think it would have been good her finding out about it and finding out about the language and using that to explain to her friends and family about it. Hopefully that's something they do in the future, because this the last clip was very recent, and hopefully that storyline will continue. The only thing I can hope is that they continue as they have done, and mention it by name. I don't really like putting labels on people, but since she's a fictional character, I don't really mind. She seems, from my perspective, either to be arrow ace or a demi-romantic ace. Obviously, at that age, it's really hard to tell. She could have just been a late bloomer with her romantic attraction. or she could have only had that romantic attraction occur when she had a strong enough emotional bond with Jacob. So yes, I think that is all I had to say today. Comment down below your thoughts on this. I am really happy with this. I hate soaps in general, and I'm never going to watch them again, unless they do something like this again. But that was amazing, and it's going to the masses. So yeah, comment down below your thoughts if you have an idea of something I should cover, whether it be a book, a film, a TV series that has asexual or aromantic representation, then voice that down in the comments below as well. If you enjoyed this video, then please leave a like. I post videos every Saturday, so if you want to see more, feel free to subscribe. That is all I had to say today. Have a wonderful day, and I shall see you next time. One time in my English class at school, for some reason we watched a clip from Hollyoaks, and this woman just shoved some garlic bread in a guy's face and said, "Big fat garlic bread in your face," and it was really weird.